Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been... All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Here's Trey Turner.
Leading off for Philadelphia, shortstop Trey Turner.
That's too low. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 7-10.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs, Trey Turner.
And Boog, he was a force over the last month. An OPS over 1,000. Man, just really dialed in at the plate right now. So capable of doing major damage every time he steps in the box. Tell you what, I always enjoy watching this guy do his thing.
Mania, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Right side, McNeil. To first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Here comes Bryce Harper. First pitch just misses.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Siri in position. Corrals it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in Queens. And on the mound today, Ranger Suarez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Watch Soto now.
Right fielder.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. Gets it there in time, though, and that's out number 1 on a tough play.
Batting third.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
To the right side. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1, scoreless after 1. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
That pop came out of the gates really strong. Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Outside low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. There's a swing and a drive. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Now batting Max Kepler. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And that's in the dirt.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one missed. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's Starling Marte.
For the Mets, designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Suarez back to work. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Suarez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Boom. Throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Just missed.
That's outside.
1 out, bases empty. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense brings a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. And that one way outside. 1-1. Grounds one to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8th, left fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come in.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Way inside, gets out of the way. That's outside, and the count now 2-0. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup. Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now a check swing, but he held up. And there's a ball. Wilson at first, one gone. That one fouled off, 2-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Nimmo sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
In the air, right side. And that is that. Phillies strand one, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
McNeil, multi-time All-Star, hitting 9th in today's lineup. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses, and a count 2-1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time he got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Kepler hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now it's Juan Soto.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
That misses, and it's 1-1. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alec Bohm.
Fouled off down the right side. Minaya ready to fire now. Swing and a ground ball. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And strike two.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering misses down and away.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Fourth inning underway, no score. In the air, left field, down the line, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw to second is offline.
Now batting, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
Go ahead run on base, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And the 0-2. Good eye right there. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Safe at third, moves up on the pass ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Nimmo pulls it in on the run. One left for Philadelphia. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
0-1.
This one popped up. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one away. And now it's Mark Vientos. He's 0 for 1. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike one. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Jose Siri.
And the first offering is not close. Vientos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. They get the force, and he is thrown. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Minaya back to work. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1.
Strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Siri sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. And here is Sosa to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that one upstairs. To third, Vientos. Whips it to first. And there's two away. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor zips it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with two of the three hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting.
So up next for New York,
fielder,
Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 so
Up
far.
next for the Mets, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Line drive, should be extra bases. And into second with one away. That's a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
So two in scoring position, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Right fielder,
So bases loaded with one away. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Ball in the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Bases loaded, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Tap foul at the plate. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swung on, belted, back there. Gone! Grand slam! Oh my! That one felt good, and the Mets on the board first. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Now pitching for
Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen.
Number 68.
Still pretty early in the ball game,
Jordan
so this
Romano.
bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Still only one out here in the inning. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and the throw is late. They couldn't overcome the misplay. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 1 for 2.
Vientos.
And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Marte, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Big time blast for the Mets, a grand slam. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field, top of the 6th inning. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Trey Turner now. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning.
There's one, out, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now it's Alec Bohm. Right through there for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep.
This one looks like trouble. Around second is Turner. Coming home. He will score. The relay to third. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here comes Bryce Harper. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Sean Manaea. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Paul Blackburn.
Still a lot of game left, and this game can go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one out to right. Soto going after it. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 4-2. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. That one outside, and that's ball one. Schwarber, 32 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Off the plate inside. 2-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor. And that is that. So they get a couple of... And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Oh, look at the stop. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
And strike one to the catcher.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
He caught it behind his back. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Now batting left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
2 down, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Fought off foul. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at their
Leading
upcoming
off for
schedule.
Philadelphia, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
Just missed. That one outside. Now 2-0. Right through there for a strike. And that's in the dirt. 3-1. Foul ball there. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And there's a hit. Here comes the throw, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game.
Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one. Runners at the corners here, one away. Rafael Marchand stands, and here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Now pitching for
a new
the
arm
Mets.
into the game. The righty,
Number
Sean Reed
71.
Foley. He's making his
Sean
fourth appearance of the
Reed
season.
Foley.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a
0-1's the
strike.
count.
0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
One down, Phillies down a run. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in. That's out number 2. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Lindor slings it across. Turner is out. They limit the damage here, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tanner Banks.
Now
Just
pitching
trying to keep
for
this one close
Philadelphia.
here, and this is where
Number
a bullpen
58.
can give their players a chance to
Tanner
fight back
Banks.
into the game.
Swinging a foul straight back. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No
Meanwhile,
ball, 2 strikes.
activity in the bullpen. Orion Kirkering, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Alvarado, the power lefty, up as well. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at
Now
commanding that
batting,
high
shortstop,
fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to
Lindor.
throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls, but because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Throw to first. Throw sails over his head at first.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more
Now
than 3
batting,
outs in this inning.
right
Here's
fielder,
Juan Soto.
Juan
Launched a grand slam
Soto.
earlier in the game. That was back in the 5th.
And I'd say we felt the impact of that grand slam ever since. 4 runs on 1 swing. It's just an absolute game changer.
And that one hammered. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you.
A dive, and he can't haul it in. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the DH, Starling Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Out to short, Turner. Throws to first. Marte retired. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. The Phillies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
There's a strike. Just missed. Next pitch misses way outside. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So Harper stands in. The first overall pick back in 2010. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Pitching for
Daniel Nunez takes over on the mound.
72.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Boom. On at first. Nobody out. And that one fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a back.
Alonso. There's one. And that is a rally killer. 2 gone in the 8th. So now it's the full hitter, Kyle Schwarber. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
1-0.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 10 of the year. And they inch closer. It's 6-4.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run.
That one inside. And that's ball 3. Nunez maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Goes down looking. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Philadelphia.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll
41.
into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Ross. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Siri now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
One's the count.
Not close with that one. And 1-1. That's inside.
Nope, that's inside.
That one hit to right. Castellanos makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Francisco
So next,
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 3. Ground ball left side,
foul ball.
and it goes just foul. Strike 2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering getting loose out there. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. And the throw is late. Missed opportunity there thanks to the misplay.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
In the air, left side. Schwarber nabs it, and that is that. Mets strand 1. They're up 6-4. We go to the 9th. Max Kepler at the plate.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
That one at triple digits. Diaz, a 6'3" righty, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that one in there and gets Kepler. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Got him swinging, and they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Wilson in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Swing and a pop-up, foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands inside. And it's 2-1. That's a slider for a strike. The Phillies down to their final strike, and a weak ground ball to the left side. On to first, ball game, and the Mets take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long